Hi everybody, Julie Sharamito here with JS Mortgages at Mortgage with Julie. I want to talk to you today about what's happening in the real estate market and with interest rates, and what, if you're trying to get into the market, you should be thinking about headed into this next stretch. We've seen a buyer's market now across most of the country for, I would say, the better part of a year. The spring market didn't really spring like it usually does, and that's because we've had a period since March of 22 when interest rates started increasing. We've had a long period where interest rates have been somewhat restrictive for people who are trying to qualify for enough of a mortgage or just aren't comfortable with spending that kind of money every month on a mortgage payment. What has happened though is because there's less buyers out there, there's less competition. And with the decreases that we've started to see, and prime rate has come down, so variable rates are lower. We've also started to see fixed rates. They've fallen in advance of those Bank of Canada announcements. All across the board, we've got some lower interest rates. If those continue to drop, which they are forecast to do at least a little bit, we aren't sure by how much or when that's going to happen, but if those continue to drop, what it's going to do is likely refuel all of those buyers that were sitting on the sidelines. They're going to come back. And what does that mean for you if you're trying to buy? It means that you're going to have heightened competition. We're going to get back into the multiple offers scenario. And those highs that we saw for those house prices that we've come down off of, they're going to start to creep back up again. We are not likely ever going to see interest rates below 2% again in our lifetime. We are not ever likely going to see the house prices be as low as they were at the time when those interest rates started to drop and then started to rise. So we've seen fluctuations, but they're constantly changing. So moral of the story is, when the interest rates are low, buyer demand is going to be fueled, higher competition, higher home prices. You have to sort of pick your poison. Do you want to pay a little bit more in interest rate right now? As they say, date the rate, marry the house. Or do you want to wait and see what happens and try to take your chances on a purchase a little bit later? If you're thinking about buying, if you want to get into the market, now would be a really good time to probably put that into action. Let me know if you want some help.